All right. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
God only knows where to find you.
God only knows where to find you. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this episode 1702. It is Monday, November 20th. I think we're in Thanksgiving week. Isn't this Thanksgiving week? Drop a turkey or a tea in the chat. And when you drop a turkey, you don't have to put a picture of me. So, hey, good morning, everybody. I wanted to talk with you a little bit this morning about the power of self-talk, the power of this conversation that we talk about all the time. We know our self-talk isn't always the best for us. We know that self-talk has a tendency to cause us some issues and problems. Self-talk is what keeps you stuck. And we try to upgrade our self-talk via software. Sean, what are you talking about? Affirmations. Affirmations are software. They're software until they become hardware. What are you talking about? Well, let me let you in on a little secret. The brain has something called neuroplasticity, right? And there's also something that's called non-plasticity, meaning we're not flexible enough. We're not allowing ourselves. We will actually regress in our own mind. So this understanding that we want to build our self-talk, we have to become more. I want to become the next rank. I want to become the next conversation. I want to become, hey, Denise, how are you? I want to become this person who has this amazing community, this incredible functioning community of people who are wildly successful. You know what the biggest challenge is? The reason the hardware is so hard to upgrade. Listen, how many of you remember install? Some of you aren't old enough for this. We used to have to, when we wanted to upgrade our hardware, they would mail us discs. We would go to the computer store and we would buy a package of hard drives of the 3.5-inch discs, not even CD-ROMs. And we would buy 18 discs that would be the upgrade for Microsoft. And we would put in the first one and then we would take it out and it would say insert 2 of 2. And we would insert. And what was it doing? It was overwriting. It was removing. It was deleting the old and adding the new. Well, you know how we delete the old programming in our mind? You may not like this. The way we delete the old programming in our mind is through 2 words. It's not thank you. It's I'm sorry. We apologize to everybody else if we make them feel bad. We apologize if we're late to a party. Drop a P in the chat if you've ever apologized when you were late to a party, right? If you've ever cooked a dinner for friends and family, and in cooking that dinner for friends and family, you left the potatoes in. How many of you have ever forgotten a dish in the oven or a dessert in the refrigerator? And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I meant to bring this out earlier. I knew that would happen. See, we apologize to everybody else. We apologize for everybody else. We apologize for all of the things. How many of you have apologized for the weather? Come on now. I'm talking to you. The reason I'm asking you this is because the one person that needs the apology the most is looking at you right square in the mirror. The person that needs the apology the most is looking at you right now into the camera. You, if you're looking at the camera, the next time you go into your mirror when you brush your teeth or comb your hair or take a selfie, that's the person that needs the apology. Here, let me show you something. Watch this. If you were to just say to yourself, if you can be in a place where you can look at your reflection and say, I'm sorry, do you feel something in your body? Now, maybe you don't, which that's a whole nother layer of issues. If you're looking at yourself and you look at yourself and you say, I'm sorry, you're doing something in your brain. You're creating a new neural set of pathways in your brain. You're allowing an old story to shift, to change, to adapt, adopt. Because see, you're not typically saying, I'm sorry to you. You want to upgrade your brain. You want to upgrade the hardware of your brain. You want your brain to, how many of us have ever heard of somebody that for a particular situation, they've blocked it out The trauma was too much. They blocked it out. They had this psychotic episode that they can't remember. As hard as they try, their brain blocks it out. The brain does some pretty amazing things. How many of you, drop a B in the chat if you agree the brain does some pretty amazing things to protect us? If the brain does some pretty amazing things to protect us, here's what I'm going to offer you. Listen carefully. Hey, good morning, everybody on Instagram. I want to offer you the opportunity for you to understand that you can protect your brain. See, your brain is wired to do two things. Will this kill me? That's number one. It's always searching, will this kill me, right? If you've done any training on the brain and psychology, there's always the story of the saber-toothed tiger. How many of you at nighttime, sounds get extreme? Drop an L in the chat if at night sounds get louder. You hear things and you start to make stories up about the sounds in the environment, in the house, outside. If you're camping and there's some leaves rustling and you're like, my God, that sounds like a rhinoceros. And it's a squirrel. So when you say, I'm sorry to you, to the one you love, to the one that loves you, to this person who is struggling and efforting and doing and working so hard and moving and learning new things and realizing I have to do more, I have to create more, I have such a responsibility. How many of you have had some responsibilities added to your life that you didn't expect? Drop an R in the chat. If you've had some responsibilities added to your life that you did not expect, you didn't believe you were prepared for, then my question to you is, have you been able to do them? But you haven't hit a home run yet. Maybe you did. But are you able to adapt to that? Maybe the adaptation hasn't gone as well as you wanted it to so far. It can get better. So you've had these new responsibilities. You know, sometimes when we take on responsibilities, it's because somebody feels we can do it. Oh, you've had some responsibilities in your life that you've done that people put upon you, right? There's that reel that goes around that says, hey, God, I know I'm one of your soldiers, but could you give me a break? Some of you might be at that point. So the part of you that believes you can't do the responsibility, just work with me for just a second. For just a moment. Give me 60 seconds. I want you to think of this responsibility that you have that's been struggling, you've been efforting. I want you to just say to yourself, I'm sorry for making this tough. I'm sorry to me for making this a little tougher than it was. I forgive myself for the ego that I thought I should have been, or somebody I should have been, or maybe I thought I should have understood this. I'm sorry that I didn't. And I give myself permission to say, I'm sorry that I put all that pressure on me, because from this moment on, I'm going to deal with it day by day. I'm going to deal with it hour by hour. I'm going to deal with it week by week. I am capable of this responsibility. And I'm sorry for thinking I was a limited miracle. I've never said those two words together before. I know I haven't, because you know how I know? Because the way it was just delivered to me. I'm sorry for thinking I was a limited miracle. Drop a C in the chat if when you said that you felt some chills. Now say, I'm an unlimited miracle. I'm an unlimited miracle, capable of all God has to offer me, all the universe has to offer me. I am an unlimited miracle. Say it again, that I'm telling you, the energy flowing through me right now is a little over the top. So I'm doing my best to stay within realm. I am allowing myself to step into my miracleness. I am capable of any situation God has for me. I am capable of any situation the universe has for me. I am capable for every situation that I am going to be encountering to take care of me and to take care of my family and those I love. I am the miracle that takes care of me and takes care of my family. Say it. I am the miracle that takes care of me and takes care of those I love. And follow it up with this. I'm sorry for doubting the miracle. I'm sorry for doubting the miracle. I was doubting the ego. I was doubting the human. I was doubting the identity. I was doubting my age. I was doubting my gender. I was doubting my race. I was doubting my education. I was doubting my income. I was doubting all of these things. And you add all those up, that's a lot of doubt, baby. I no longer have to doubt. I am the miracle. I am God's miracle. I am a miracle to those I'm about to encounter. How many of you have been a miracle? Drop an M in the chat if you have been a miracle to somebody in your life. If you have showed up in somebody haphazardly, you have been a miracle to somebody. You have been a miracle in their life, whether it's a moment, a smile, whether it was $5 you gave them, whether it was food you did at the help center. You've been a miracle to other people. Is it time? Say, it's my time to be a miracle for me. Oh, that's not selfish. That is not selfish. That is self-full. And when you become self-full and you become the miracle, aren't you being watched? Aren't you being witnessed by your kids, by your grandkids? Aren't you being witnessed to be the miracle? How many of our kids do what we do? Drop a K in the chat if your kids ever do what you do. What if all of a sudden now you decided to have this energy shift? They're going to recognize it. They're going to feel it. They're going to see it. They're going to ask you about things in your physical world. Did you change your hair? And you could say, well, maybe I think maybe I combed it different today. As you step into your miracleness, all of a sudden you become seen. As you step into the miracle that you have always been, this is why what I do is called personal undevelopment. We're taking off the veil of doubt, the veil of fear. Because as you step into this best and highest calling of yourself, you are going to, let's put it nicely, surprise some people. Oh, it may be they may get a little bit more of a negative surprise on their part. They may get a little challenged and frustrated because they'll say, why are you doing this? What says you can have all of this? What says you can be in this world of chaos and live in this peace? Miracles aren't always peaceful, but they bring peace. You are a miracle. Say it. Let's do it. Let's go real quick through the chakras and we'll wrap this up this morning. Top chakra, we're going to start with in a little bit of reverse. I found that going from the top chakra, the crown chakra, down to the root chakra seems to allow us to absorb the joy, the understanding, the feeling a little bit different. So if you want, you can tap, I understand, I am a miracle. I see the evidence of my past, third eye. I see the evidence of my past where I've been a miracle to others. I know what it is to be a miracle for others. I see myself. I see the evidence, and I now choose to use that evidence for me. I see myself as a miracle. Throat chakra. I speak words of miraculous saving and healing onto others, and I will speak words of healing onto myself. I forgive myself for doubting. I forgive myself for delaying, and I speak words of I am ready. I am an affirmation of my miracle capabilities. I love heart chakra. I love this feeling of being more of a miracle to others and more of a miracle to me. I love solar plexus, the doing. I do the actions that allow me to be the miracle to others, allow me to be the miracle to myself. I am doing more for me so I can do more with others, not for, with others. I am doing more for me so I can do more with others, not for. I will do it with them. I am doing miracle stuff. Sacral chakra, right at your belt buckle. I feel the miracle of joy, of God's love flowing through me. I feel myself allowing myself to love me more. I love me more, so I have more love to give. So if I understand, if I see it, if I can speak it, if I love it, if I will do it, and if I am feeling it, I can now finally say with all confidence, I am a miracle. Say it. I am a miracle. And I love that. There's your Monday morning little message of you being the miracle. I appreciate you so very much. If you want to learn more about me, join more about what I'm doing, you can go to SeanGMurphy.com and you can get signed up there on an email list. And I send out some messages and conversations. If you want to join me in my Zoom community, on my dashboard, I have a special page that allows you to have access to a tremendous amount of resources. You can go to unlearnme.live, unlearnme.live, L-I-V-E, and you can set up your account there, and there's probably 20, 30 resources of meditations and cool books and PDFs there. I love you tons. I appreciate you. You are a miracle. Thanks for being the miracle in my life today. I love you tons. I'm Sean Murphy. I'll see y'all where? I'll see you at the next amazing, miraculous event called you. Till then, bye for now. And YouTube, love you tons. I will see you where? I'll see you at the next miracle.